Hello and welcome back to Market TV Show. Today we're going to take a look at the market as up today, and we're going to take a look at other some sectors, small caps, large caps, some of the individual stocks I think is worth pointing out. So let's get going. S&P came back today on Monday, having a bullish engulfing daily candle here, closing at 3243, up about 1%. Everything still looks bullish. We're above the rising 20, all the moving averages. I wouldn't be too worried until we break and close below the 20. And that's when I will look for shorts for a bigger swing. But we still have support down here, so very hard to play to the downside. We'll probably have more likely to continue to the upside, especially when earnings are coming up for the big FANG stocks on Thursday. Keep that in mind. It can go either way. You can set that when if tech breaks down as a whole, this could change really quickly, and we can see a big move to the downside like this. Okay, but this time we might have some follow through. All right, so let's look at QQQ, NASDAQ here. See how we bounced off the green line 20, 20, 20, 20 again on Friday, the green close. And we have follow through today. And if you look in the past, chances are we're going to continue upward, but we need to clear these resistance levels. See this big sell order here, the big sell off here. If once we clear that, then we have higher highs to come. But before then, we probably have follow through the next day or chop around again. And before we go higher, if not, and we come back and revisit this low, then we're probably going to break that and challenge the orange line, which we haven't touched for months now. You see that? That's the 50-day moving average, by the way. Dow Jones, not as bullish as the two other indices, although a bullish engulfing near the 20, perfect setup for a long, in my opinion. Everything looks bullish here. IWM, same story. Looks better, I think, because look at how much bigger this green candle compared to this previous candle here. Everything's above. Look at how long it's been consolidating sideways. That's a good sign for it to move higher. Let's take a look at the technology sector, the biggest sector. Just like QQQ is making higher highs. Biotech reclaiming the 20, just closing slightly above it. This is a good sign for the rest of the market. Healthcare staying above the 20, bullish. Nowhere near as bearish as say the next one, XLF, financial sector. We're still underneath the 200-day moving average for the financial sector, right? These are your JP Morgans, your Morgan Stanley, and Bank of America. The banks have been lagging in this recovery in the stock market for the past 3-4 months, and there's no sign of upward movement still. Although today we have this little tail going on here. It looks like a hammer, and has been going sideways, right? Above the moving averages, I think we're gonna have a good chance of breaking to the upside if we clear all these little wick candles here. And first target will be this sell up here right there, and that's what's that, about 4%. That will be the first take profit price point, and then after that will be this minor one here. Oh, actually, quite a big one here, and then the major one is here, about 7% away. If we close above the 200-day like the other sectors, then we're gonna have a very bullish market moving forward for the next for a period of time. I would say at least a year, I think. Apple, FANG stock, number one, the biggest one out there, recovering the 20, bullish. Again, Thursday, I think, is the earnings date. Let me put that on here. So you can see it's coming up very soon. On July 30th, most likely after hours. Big names usually do it after hours, so keep that in mind. Amazon, green close on Friday, came back not as bullish today, but closing above the green line as bullish, moving into tomorrow. Although we have more selling than the other fangs, so it might be a lot of chop going up again. Yeah, but then after we break that, then we probably would have a run like this period here. Netflix, a big day today, up 3%, but still below the 20. You see that? But um, it's might as well write on it. It can go either way. We did have selling for 9 trading sessions now, right? And we have 2 green days in a row. If we get another green day tomorrow, then I'd say we're back to bullish territory, and we can challenge the earnings sell target price here 335, and then if we break that, then it's all-time highs at 574. Facebook, definitely below the 20-day, right on the 50-day. The last time we were there was around here, the 29th. We have a big move afterward. Are we going to see the same thing? And we have earnings coming up. Oh, also keep in mind there's an antitrust thing going on with all these big tech companies, Amazon, Facebook, Google, and Apple. They are all testifying in Congress, and expect volatility. If people take those whatever news that come out, it can if things are bad, and we should have a break to the downside, if and coupled with negative earnings. Um, and also, if you look at the strength of, say, this stock, right, Facebook, we've been making lower highs on RSI, indicating a slowing down in momentum. And if we do have bad news, then we probably are going to have a trend change, and we close well below the 50, then we're going to challenge the 200. And then if we don't bounce on the 200, then we're going to have a major sell-off. Don't know we're going to have another one like this, but it's possible. Always keep an open mind. Google, bullish, well above the 20-day, staying above it. Strong move today. First resistance levels right here, about 1564. Microsoft, not as bullish as the other ones. You see how Facebook and Microsoft of all the FANG stocks are not as bullish. The market definitely is not as strong as prior times, like here. Like during this time, all the FANG stocks were around the 20 or above the 20, but now 2 are below the 20. So you can see there's some deterioration here, ever so slightly. Always got to keep that in mind and keep that into perspective, even though emotions run high after today, especially if you look at Tesla. Look at that. Got to the 20 on Friday, big bounce today, up almost 9%. And not a FANG stock, but a fan favorite. And I see more upside if we do continue higher, probably challenge this high right there, about another 9% away, 1678. I won't be worried until we actually come down and close below the 20. Then we can test the 50-day, keeping that into perspective here. Some stocks to point out here. Boeing. See, look at Boeing, how we're underneath the 200-day, underneath the 20 for, wow, how many days now, right? About 30 days, about a whole month underneath the 20. And then now today we closed below the 50 for the first time since the start of it here, the February sell-off, right? That's significant. If we do have more downside, then we'll break all the support here, right? How we bounced each time we came around these prices. This is the last line of support. If we break that, oops. If we close below that on a daily basis, then Boeing should challenge the supports down below, right? We have that right there, about 13% away at 142. and then the gap here, 125, and then the major support here at 113. Below that, see you later. We're going to challenge the March low at 89, and below that, well, you don't want to think that. You don't want to see that. We're going to have major problems with the whole airline industry and the whole travel industry. Um, there's actually a lot of drama right now with Boeing. If you care to read about it, plane deterioration due to the virus. So, and not being operational. So, definitely a lot of drama in this name. Keep an eye out on it because it's a major stock. Um, let's see, another major one that's breaking down is Intel. Intel has been going sideways for about 3 months, and now it's broken down. Look at how long it has consolidated, and it broke to the downside instead of the upside. Sorry. So we broke to the downside with huge volume and continuation. And this is a major stock in semiconductors. That could be what do you call it? The canary in the coal mine, saying that maybe the rest of the market will follow Intel and Boeing in the coming future, or this could be just them these two stocks going down. So, but let's look at an opportunity that I found. Look at Caesars Entertainment. The casino is also taking a big hit right now, but Caesars making the big move. Look at how long we've consolidated, just like Intel, but much tighter range, which I like a lot. And see how the moving averages are very close together, and we broke to the downside underneath the 50, underneath everything, then selling accelerated and accelerated again. At this point, any rally, I would short that rally. That would just be me. I would short the rally, and I would expect it to come down probably to here about 1905. That would be the first stop. But if you take a look at big picture, what are we doing? Right? We haven't made new highs, right? This could be it. This could be the major turn, at least for this stock. And you take a look at related stocks like MGM. Not as pretty, but it is breaking below the recent support here and here. Alco right at support. Wynn Hotel above support right there. Las Vegas Sands right at support. Penn National Gaming above. So nothing bad's going on there. That's still bullish. Out of if you look at compare that to the other casinos. That concludes today's analysis. I hope you profiting in the stock market. And if you have any questions, comments, if you found this helpful, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to. And speak to you soon. All right. Happy trading. Make money.